So my name's Joe Youssef and I am the founder and chief encourager at All Heart NZ Charitable Trust. All Heart NZ was established to support non-profit community organisations. We face into corporates, giving them the ability for a national sustainability framework all around New Zealand, all around Aotearoa. And with those items, we're able to help support different community organisations.
So ZZespri needed to expand into one big building. So when I first got here, we were working out of 3 separate buildings within the Tauranga region, and they wanted to bring everybody into one global sort of headquarters, and that's where this building has come about. There was a huge parcel of this build. What do we do with what's left? And so we looked at all sorts of avenues of either going into a landfill, unfortunately, or could we recycle, would we sell to staff, sell to local communities, all sorts of ideas.
We have a number of national partners now that we both support and they support us. And the ZZespri project actually came through 2 of those. So one of them was B&W Consulting, which was doing the project management and consulting for ZZespri in their move from the old premises, and also Crown Relocations. And both of them have been great partners for a couple of years now. They contacted us and said, you know, we're moving ZZespri down in the bay. They've got a significant amount of redundant stuff that they want to do the right thing with. Would you guys come in and help support us to find that solution?
Once we had sort of found out what All Heart can do, and that we can actually sustainably remove these products out of the building and see an extended lifespan beyond ZZespri for these products, then we engaged the exec team and the board and said, look, this is an option that we would like to move forward with, and they definitely signed off on it.
And there was about 2,000 items of stuff, all sorts of stuff, from stationery to everything you'd find in a normal corporate office. In that regard, we were able to connect with 3 communities around the Bay of Plenty, one in Tauhei, one in Tauranga, and one in Te Puke. Each of those communities got a certain amount of stuff, quite a bit, and then we're able to relocate those items through to their local community. So in total, 25 different community organisations benefited from ZZespri's move for no greater cost than those items going to landfill. One of the organisations we had the privilege of supporting was Tauhei School, and Chris, the principal there, was my first point of contact, and as we discussed, we found that we could have a solution for the entire community, not just that one school.
It was a bit of an accident, really. There was a general email that came out, and I looked at it and thought there was a lot of potential here. I sent an email back saying, you know, if we were able to get some things, this is what we might use it for. No less than half an hour later, I was on the phone to Joe, and through a long conversation with him, we realised the potential of what it could be.
And really, we're always trying to measure not just what they got about 677 items of stuff that they were able to reuse, but what kind of an effect has it had on learning, on their tamariki, on the teaching staff, and on the wider community.
It's made an absolutely huge change. With the history of the school, the furniture and the setting of the school looks a lot historical as well. So we were able to enhance a lot of our key areas. A few of those was the classroom, also able to enhance the space of so our learning assistants and give them the mana to know that you have a space. Our administration area, the exact same. When you see the students moving the furniture and how much pride they're taking in looking after it, and we're all looking after our stuff. And we received a lot of furniture that we weren't able to hold on to. And I think the key thing for us was to rebuild connections with our community of learning schools, 11 schools in total, including us, to be able to enhance their environment as well. We were able to contribute to 11 different schools within our community of learning. We were able to contribute to a Hamilton school as well, and also enhance a volunteer fire service in Huntly, who was also in the need of some office furniture. So we rebuilt the connections with over 11 schools, as well as a volunteer fire service, and we're able to enhance all their learning areas for their staff and their kids as well. It's difficult to quantify, but it's really enhanced our connections with so many different communities and so many different schools. It's been absolutely amazing.
83% of landfill, it is measured in Auckland, which is which is an adequate measurement for the rest of the country, is corporate and construction waste. And so when we're upgrading, renewing items, which we all do, how can we think more sustainably about the end of the life of that item? And so what All Heart NZ has done is made that simple, made it cost effective, made it accountable. We're a national registered charity, and given great stories back to corporates like ZZespri to connect them with their local community.
Think about what you're going to leave behind, because that's a huge thing. We all think about it, I think, in our own personal life. You know, when you're at home, you recycle and you make that conscious effort. But I think as a corporate, they need to make that conscious effort early on. How are we going to get rid of this? Where can we put it sustainability? And what avenues can we work towards to make it as much as a zero sort of landfill as possible?